Hi, I'm Amanda Frank, and I'm honored to introduce my friend and fellow class officer as one of the class of 2019 speakers, Jen Secrest. Jen is a true student athlete. She has the highest GPA in our class, and after logging thousands of hours in the pool, she has become one of the top swimmers in the entire country. With all these successes, her humble attitude and composure is something incredibly admirable. In our class, it is well known, a truly joyful day at Oxbridge is when you're fortunate enough to get paired with Jen Secrest on an important project. Jen has time and time again exemplified what it means to be a stellar Oxbridge student. Princeton is truly lucky to have her. Without further ado, Jen Secrest.
Good evening, Oxbridge class of 2019. Let's first give ourselves, our parents, and our peers a quick round of applause. I want to start by profoundly thanking my teachers, family, and friends for all that you have done. Every single one of you has shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm eternally grateful. So for my speech, I am going to use a visual to help me represent our 4 years here at Oxbridge Academy. Here I have a Rubik's Cube, completely mixed up, confusing, like a looming labyrinth. And unless you're like Jack Azule and are obsessed with solving these in class, you probably have absolutely no idea what the next step is or what to do. This was freshman year. We suddenly went from the rulers of our middle school to the lowly underclassmen. Freshman year was a puzzling blur of figuring out high school, the realization that our grades would now influence where we went to college, and hence, whether our destiny was to work at Google or McDonald's. No pressure there. But our immediate and therefore most important challenge was to figure out whether it was a red day, a blue day, a flip, a non-flip. I can proudly say that after only 4 years, I've almost got the schedule down pat. Though not quite, because just this past Wednesday, I forgot what time school started and arrived 40 minutes early. One of my earliest Oxbridge memories is of the first day of class. I was walking down the hallway with my schedule in my hand, frantically trying to find room D1 when all the rooms surrounding me were only numbered. My older sister, Kelly, who's a 2018 Oxbridge alumni and is here in the crowd with us, she walked by me with her friends and said, "Look guys, a lost freshman." Don't worry, they then proceeded to tell me that I was in the entirely wrong building and they helped me find the class. But I feel like the phrase, "a lost freshman," sort of sums up not only that day, but the entire year. Now, let's see. Here is another Rubik's Cube symbolizing our sophomore year. As you can see, we've begun to figure it out, but clearly still have a ways to go. If I was faster at solving these, I would do it here on stage for you, but I'm not sure all of you could handle the drawn-out excitement and suspense, so I prepared these in advance. So the second year of high school, we're no longer freshmen, still not close to graduating, and almost feel like we're in limbo. My fondest memory was when it was announced that the Friday before spring break was canceled. I can honestly say that's the most noise and spirit I've ever heard come from an Oxbridge crowd. Now, this is junior year. If you can't see, the cube is discombobulated and falling apart. Cambridge, Curtis's mock trial, Thornton's labs, Mayo and Bill's calc tests, Yerskis's 9 British literature books, ACT prep, and college visits. Basically, utter chaos and a lot of sometimes semi-serious jokes about dropping out. Congratulations to all of you who persevered and survived, even if a little worse for the wear. It's a hazy, fragmented memory, and I don't think most of us care to relive junior year anytime soon. Well, here we are today. Somehow we made it from this to this. In the beginning of senior year, we had most of the cubes solved, but still had a way to go. Our main worry transfers from grades to applications. It feels like our entire lives revolve around college, writing the most important essays of our lives, filling out college apps in all our spare time, and worrying about those we've already submitted. Every conversation with anyone starts with being asked, where have you applied? Where have you gotten in? What's your top choice? While it's the most stressful time, it's also the most exhilarating because we are close to discovering the outcome of all our hard work and what our futures hold for the next 4 years. Now on to college, on to being disoriented and confused and finding not only our way around campus, but finding out who we are. We will again be the lost freshmen, and it's not going to be easy. In fact, I have one final visual for you. This is college. Soon we'll be trying to acclimate to our roommates, struggling to declare majors, grinding through multivariable calc, linear algebra, physics, chem, and reading tons of English books. College will be hard, but we should treasure the moments that we spend studying or even stressing out about tests and presentations, because they will shape who we are and expand our minds. And we'll miss not just the social aspects of college, but the entire experience later. In the wise words of Andrew Matthews, all you have is now. The measure of our peace of mind and the measure of our personal effectiveness are determined by how much we are able to live in the present moment. Regardless of what happened yesterday and what might happen tomorrow, now is the only place you will ever be. The key to happiness and contentment must be finding satisfaction in the work that you do for the future. Now, I want to tell you all a little story. One day while I was sitting in the lunchroom, I playfully shot my hair tie into the air. Somehow, when it just skimmed the ceiling, it stuck there and is still hanging today. Ask any of my friends, this is one of my proudest achievements. This ponytail holder has been dangling there since last year. Next time you're in the cafeteria, probably when you come back for Oxbridge's famous lobster macaroni and steak, check it out. It's right above the senior lunch line, precariously waiting to fall into someone's soup. I joke around with my friends that I've literally left my mark at Oxbridge Academy. My point here is that one way or another, we all actually have left our mark, not only on the school, but on everyone around us. I'd like to hope my mark is a little more than just a hair tie hanging from a ceiling. But I know that every single person I've talked to and spent time with here at Oxbridge has left their mark on me. People who I'm very close to, you all know who you are, and as much as I'd like to give everyone a shout out, I think we're all eager to be out of here before 9. But there are people who wouldn't even know it that have affected me. Caroline's friendly disposition, Bella's spirit and positivity, Zach's enthusiasm about anything from lacrosse practice to projects, and Amanda's confidence and amiability have inspired me. And trust me, that's just the start. I am confident that we will all flourish with the guidance that we have received from Oxbridge and from the fantastic staff that genuinely cares about every single one of us. I would like to thank you all again on behalf of the entire class. Your dedication to us, staying late after school, coming in early, and even coming to sporting events because you care that much has not gone unnoticed. All of you have left your mark on every single one of us. And I would like to especially thank this year's new head of school, Dr. Maurer, who I greatly respect and whose commitment to excellence and vision will take this school far. I would also like to finally thank Mr. Koch for everything that he has done for all of us. Now, many of us will end up in fascinating jobs that haven't even been imagined yet. Futurists tell us that the rate of change is continually accelerating, and that for the rest of our lives, it will never be as slow as it is today. This is profound, and it means that we will be living in and creating a future we can scarcely imagine. Arthur C. Clarke once said, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." We have a lot of magic to look forward to in our lifetimes. Here is my final thought about futures. I don't know if there's a name for this concept, but I like to call it parallel lives. What I mean by this is that there are a number of decisions that each of us will make, or random events which will take place, which will change absolutely everything in our futures. Many choices, such as where we attend college, the city where we live, and the jobs that we take, will change every moment of every day, every person that we will ever meet, the person we marry, and not only the children we may have, but every descendant of ours from now into eternity. It is truly mind-boggling to think that every one of us has a nearly infinite number of parallel lives and possible ways to solve our own Rubik's Cubes. In some of those lives, one of our fellow Oxbridge students could be President of the United States, win a Nobel Prize, find a cure for cancer, or develop a technology that will change the world. The possibilities are truly limitless, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for the splendiferous class of 2019. Thank you and best of luck to all.
Way to go, Jen!
Go, Jacob!